Hey, I'm Adam Jusko, and this is Strictly Credit Cards, where we talk about strictly credit cards. Subscribe, why don't you? In this video, we are going to review the Disney credit cards. There is the no annual fee Disney Visa, and there is the Disney Premier Visa that has a $49 annual fee. We're going to look at each one of these cards, see how they compare to each other, and then also see how they compare to other cards out there on the market. So let's start with the no annual fee Disney Visa. Most people are probably going to look at the no annual fee version first and then want to see what more they might get by paying a $49 annual fee for that Disney Premier Visa. So we'll start here and then we'll move on to the Premier Visas. So the Disney Visa with no annual fee gives you rewards in Disney dollars, and you get the equivalent of 1% of everything that you purchase with the card in Disney dollars. So those Disney dollars can then be used to redeem for, pretty much anything Disney. So you could use those Disney dollars at Disneyland and Disney World. You could use them for Disney or Star Wars movies, Disney store merchandise, Disney cruise stuff. So pretty much anywhere that is Disney or Star Wars, you would be able to use these Disney dollars. So 1% in Disney dollars on everything that you purchase with the Disney Visa. That means if you spend $100, or for every $100 you spend, you would have one Disney dollar. The no annual fee Disney Visa does have a bonus for new card holders. You will get a $50 statement credit after you use the card for the first time. So that is not in Disney dollars, that is actually a statement credit, $50 against purchases that you have made with the card. And then there are various other perks with the Disney Visa, mostly in the form of discounts on Disney purchases, 10% off at the Disney store. You'll get 10% off at restaurant purchases, I believe, of over $50 at Disney restaurants on site at Disney World or Disneyland. There is 0% financing if you use this card to pay for a Disney vacation. There is character meet and greets at Disney World and Disneyland that are, unique to card holders. So maybe you're going to get a little more of a unique experience than just being one of the larger crowd, running after the characters at Disney World or Disneyland. But all of them sort of together are okay extra perks, a little bit something extra, but none of them really knock me out. And then also finally, you have the fun of having a Disney or Star Wars character on your actual credit card, from Mickey to Cinderella's castle to Darth Vader to Toy Story to Chewbacca. Bunch of different designs you can choose. So overall, the no annual fee Disney Visa card, pretty lousy in my opinion. You're only getting 1% in rewards on all of your purchases, which is the absolute minimum that pretty much any reward card is going to give you. And it's even worse for a card that is only giving you the reward in dollars that you can use at a certain place, essentially. So Disney's being pretty stingy here. They're giving you rewards that you can use at Disney, but they're only giving you 1%. You can't use those rewards anywhere else. So that is a pretty lousy deal. There are all sorts of cashback cards on the market that'll give you 1.5% or even more, give you higher multiples in categories like, restaurants and gas and that sort of thing. So to get only 1% on all your purchases, Disney is really counting on the fact that you just want a card that, has Chewbacca on the front or has Mickey Mouse on the front or whatever, because it's really not a very good deal. They should be offering more even on a no annual fee card. That bonus at the beginning, $50 statement credit, again, pretty measly when you compare it to other no annual fee cards on the market. Now, you don't have to spend a certain amount, you just have to use the card once in order to get that. So that is good, but there are many other cards on the market where if you spent $500, you could get $150 or $200 on a no annual fee card. So this card has no flexibility really in terms of how those rewards are used. It's all got to be with Disney, and it's really not offering you a whole lot either. Now, if you really like those Disney perks, well then maybe it makes sense to get this card to have those Disney perks, to get the 10% off at certain places, and to get the character meet and greets that are unique to card holders. But for me, if I was going to do that, I might get this card and essentially hardly ever use it, and the only time I would ever pull it out is when I wanted those discounts on the Disney purchases, because it's a pretty lousy everyday card. All right, so let's look at the Disney Premier Visa and see if it's any better. Now remember, this card has a $49 annual fee that it is going to have to justify. Not only justify it in comparison to that Disney Visa, which I've already said is not a particularly good credit card, but also justify it compared to other cards on the market that you might choose instead. The Disney Premier Visa is going to give you 2% in Disney reward dollars in certain purchasing categories, those being gas stations, grocery stores, restaurants, and purchases made directly from Disney. You'll get 1% back on everything else. In terms of a bonus opportunity for new cardholders, you could earn an extra $200 statement credit if you spend at least $500 with the card in the first 3 months of having it. Everything else about the Disney Premier Visa is essentially the same as the standard no annual fee Disney Visa. So when you look at that $49 annual fee, you are looking at the enhanced 2% categories that are going to sort of justify that $49 annual fee, and you're going to look at a significantly bigger upfront bonus that you can earn. So is the Disney Premier Visa a better deal than the standard no annual fee Disney Visa? Well, in the first year, sure, because of the fact that you can earn that $200 statement credit bonus. So paying $49 as an annual fee, knowing you can get $200 on the bonus is way better than not paying an annual fee and only being able to get a $50 bonus. However, those 2% categories, even though they are nice and they would be, better obviously in the first year because you already are getting that bonus and you're getting these 2% categories for that $49 annual fee. Once you get past the first year, getting 2% at gas stations, grocery stores, restaurants is okay, but when you think about getting 2% on those purchases versus the 1% on the no annual fee card, you would have to spend $5,000 just in gas station, grocery store, and restaurant purchases on the Disney Premier Visa to make up for that $49 annual fee that you are paying if you are comparing the Disney Premier Visa to the regular Disney Visa. So unless you're going to spend a ton on this card, you're really not going to do much better, and you might do worse with the Disney Premier Visa after the first year. And like I said earlier, when we're looking at these cards, we're not necessarily just looking at them versus each other, we're looking at them versus other cards on the market. So when you have a card like this that has a $49 annual fee, you could easily compare this card to other no annual fee cards on the market that could give you something similar or even better. So that $200 bonus that you can earn at the beginning as a new card holder is a nice thing, but you could earn that bonus in other places. In fact, even from other Chase cards, and Chase is the issuer of the Disney cards. So the Chase Freedom Unlimited would give you 1.5% cash back on everything you buy with the card. You can get a $200 bonus on that card. You'd probably do just as well over time with that card as you would with this one. And that one has no annual fee. There are other cards on the market that will give you higher percentages in certain purchasing categories. So you can get 3% on gas, you can get 3% on restaurants, you can get 3% on groceries, something like the Wells Fargo Propel, 3% gas, 3% restaurants, 3% on a lot of travel, no annual fee, $200 bonus as I make this video, at least the opportunity for a $200 bonus. So there are other cards as well. So when you look at this one with a $49 annual fee, it becomes a lot harder to justify in comparison. So again, it comes down to, are those extra Disney perks sort of enough for you, or is the fun of having Disney characters on your credit card enough for this card to really be meaningful to you? So neither one of these cards is really all that great when compared to the rest of the market. Now, if I was intent on getting one because I did like those Disney perks and I at least wanted to have the card around to be able to take advantage of those when I went to a Disney park or purchased from Disney otherwise, what I'd probably do is get that Disney Premier Visa in order to take advantage of the first year perks, in particular that $200 bonus. I'd pay that $49 annual fee knowing I was going to get that and come out ahead in that first year. But after that first year, I'd probably give Chase a call and say, how about we downgrade me to the regular Disney Visa and I won't pay an annual fee even though the perks are a little less, because for the most part there's not that much of a difference between them. And if you only want to keep the card around for those times that you are going to get the perks at a Disney park or through Disney merchandise purchases, having that no annual fee card would be pretty much enough. You don't really need that Disney Premier Visa. It's really not giving you a whole lot extra for that $49. That's it for this video. Please subscribe and we'll talk to you soon.